Happy New Year, Gemini. January 2019. First month, new year. Have you taken the time to think about what it is that you want to conquer? How you want to feel? What you want your reality to be this year? We have a fabulous opportunity of releasing, of letting go, of clearing out what no longer serves us. And that comes the 20th of the month, the full moon, the blood moon, the eclipse. Not only is it a super moon, so it's closer, it's stronger, it's more intense, but it's an eclipse, a new phase, a new chapter, a new reality. What do you want that to be? The Book of I-ching, the Surrender deck, and the Native Spirit deck on the bottom left are all your guidance, your overall theme, some love from your spirit guides. Card 20, Contemplation. On the ground, the air is still, but at a height, the wind blows. Standing upon a tall tower, one feels the purifying force of the wind. From this high place, contemplation brings perspective and clarity. The potential for spiritual power is fulfilled. Wind above earth, contemplation brings perspective. From this high place, contemplation brings perspective and clarity. Gemini, you know how it feels to be depressed, insecure, unhappy, maybe under the necrotic spell of a narcissistic relationship. It's hard to see your happy ending, your worth. It's hard to love yourself. But then you break free and you recover. And you have that Stella got her groove back feeling. That's this. You have to heal. You have to get out from under the dark cloud. The clouds go across the sun all the time. But we have faith that the clouds will keep moving. This too shall pass, and the sun will come out again. You have to have that sort of faith within yourself. You have to be willing sometimes to maybe relocate. If you live in Seattle, you are aware that it is going to be hazy and gloomy and overcast and sometimes constant rain. So take a vacation to the Dominican. Take a vacation to wherever, because we know that those places have sun. Sometimes you have to be willing to step away from your natural environment, what you've created as your reality, in order to remind yourself of how good the sun feels. Then we have the Surrender deck. Surrender to the idea you can fix someone. Okay, Gemini. I feel like you could have your guides holding a sign like the chauffeurs do at the airport. And this sign says, "This is not the one." And at the very least, this is not the one for you right now. You need to walk away. And there you'd be like, "Oh, ha, that's not my sign. Nope, nope, nope. My sign is something else. I didn't see that sign. I don't even know who that's for. Not for me." You could have God or baby Jesus or the Pope or whoever it is, Buddha himself, saying, "Child, for the love, you need to seriously walk away so they can heal themselves." And you don't listen. So I'm going to try and put it into a different perspective. Like the parent who takes their kids' training wheels off. Their kids are scared, right? The kid is scared. They want you to promise to not let go of them. They don't want to fall, so don't let them fall. Keep holding on. And they cry like they've lost a fucking limb and beg you to put those training wheels back on when they fall. But if you're an asshole parent like me, you refuse. You don't refuse because you are being mean. It's because you know that there's good in this. So, the kid can choose. They can either choose to not have a bike to ride, or they can learn to ride without their security blanket or the training wheels. They can go on strike. It's not gonna last long. Eventually, they'll give in. They put in some effort, some time, some determination, and they teach themselves. They muster up that courage to overcome the fear. They get back on that bike over and over and over again. They're balancing on the one foot because they can't quite get up onto the seat. They fall over, they get pissed off, their handlebars are all twisted around, but then they do it. They come running to you. The biggest smile you have ever seen on their face. They are so proud of themselves, and they can't wait to show you their success. Now tell me, if you never take the training wheels off, if you keep putting them back on, if you never let go of their seat, if you never step away, will they ever find their confidence or have their victory? Will they be able to feel proud of themselves? No. You've got to step away and let them heal themselves. It's going to be hard. You've done plenty of healing, but quite frankly, you have a lot more to go. Take this opportunity. Let both of you fix yourselves. Then if you choose to come back together, you can be so proud of yourself with a smile all the way across your face. So excited to show one another your victories, your success, what you can do now. Look, I can love myself. Oh, hey, me too. I learned how to do that too. How can that not be seen as something that is so worth it? I don't get it. Surrender to the passion. This card says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or the activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Focus on your fire starters. What gets your juices flowing? I've always cringed at that saying. Just makes me feel like saying, turn your focus on what makes you cream your jeans. But really, whatever your insecurities are, do you realize yet? Has it come to you? Have you allowed yourself to see who's triggering the insecurities? Walk away. And after you walk away, that fire that's burning, that passion, let it start that bridge on fire and burn that motherfucker down. Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient. Trust the universal flow. Ego. Gemini, ego can come out in so many forms. Being jealous when your ex is in a new relationship, or refusing to let go of a relationship because it would look like you failed, and then whoever they end up with next would be the winner. No. Again, Gemini, no. Think about this. You've been sick for a week. You have the worst flu ever. You can't sit up without getting nauseous. You can't move without almost shitting your pants. Your body feels like you are run over by a Mack truck. Now, if that flu lets you go, and because it was, germs and contagious and blah, 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 You give it to somebody else. Like whoever, comes in the room next. They get it. Are they the winner? Do they feel like a winner when they're almost shitting their pants? No. Some things, it's a really good, positive thing to let go of. Sometimes you need to be thankful when it moves on to someone else. Walking around being so careful as to not make a wrong move because you're gonna shit yourself doesn't sound like a life that's very comfortable. It sounds pretty uneasy. Then we move down to the Native Spirit deck. Smudging ceremony. What is smudging? Why do we do this? Do you know that smudging has been very thoroughly documented, scientifically proven as being more effective than the most expensive air purifying system on the market today? January 2019. This card says you need to rid your environment of all of the toxins in order to make room for the good, in order to be able to take that deep breath of fresh air that's not going to make you sick. Work, career, and finance. We have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Look at the Queen of Wands. See her sitting there? Does she look like a woman who is insecure or relies on a codependent relationship to support her financially? Fuck no. She looks like someone who is a go-getter at work. She's able to power through her to-do list without needing that pat on the back. The Three of Pentacles. See the sunshine in the back? Yeah. Happy, bright, positive. This card is an excellent complement to the Queen of Wands. While you may not require that pat on the back, it doesn't mean that people don't notice your efforts, your quality of work, and appreciate you simply for who you are, what you bring to the table. You are well regarded at work. You're on the right track. You're doing well. However, then you have the Eight of Cups. I don't know if maybe you have recently left a job that was no longer serving you, or you're considering it. But with the first two cards, you can be great at what you do. You can be appreciated. You can be successful and still not be emotionally satisfied or fulfilled. So if you need to walk away in order to move into something that is more fulfilling, that is more in line with your soul's purpose, do so. Then we come down into your love and romantic relationships. You guys have 4 cards, and it's quite a story. First card out was the Children card. You see the bright red and orange, and how her dress is purple. And randomly the inside of the tiger's ears are blue. Chakras. Look at the rest of your cards. Red, orange, yellow, purple, blue, a little bit of green. You need to balance your chakras, Gemini. Your children function best when they feel secure, when they feel confident knowing that they are loved and supported. You see the girl inside of this flower. She feels safe being able to lean on the source of her security, on someone who will protect her and comfort her. And with this being part of your love and romantic relationship reading, it makes me question whether your current relationship allows you to be this source of comfort and support for your kids. It's pretty heavy, I know. Originality. You see the smile on her face? See how she's dancing as if nobody's watching, or she simply doesn't care if they are. Her arms are open, and the cloth that she holds doesn't mask or block the moon. The moon is your past. It's the emotions. She's made peace with her past, and she lives in the moment. She dances to her own original beat. It's unique to her. Dreams. See that big ass butterfly above her head? Are some of you perhaps dreaming of a transformation within your heart, or within your relationship, within your love story in general. Perhaps you've been single for a long time. Perhaps you've never found that person. Perhaps you have fallen into something that doesn't feel good and you want it to transform. This card has the moon in it again. Yeah, it's smaller, but there's still some of that emotional pain from the past. It reminds you that you have got to let go of your past, the pain, in order to transform into the future. You have to believe in your dreams. If you don't believe in them, why the fuck would anybody else? Why would the universe give you something you don't believe in? It doesn't make sense. Friendship. I haven't really read what these cards, they send a book with them, and get the general idea of what these cards mean. A lot of the times with this deck, I haven't read most of them because I see so much within the imagery that I go with what I feel. And what I feel in this card is that there are 3 women who clearly are very close to each other, yet they're all very different. One is feathers. Feathers are for cleansing and clearing out the negative. One is flowers. Flowers are prosperity. They're growth. They are nurturing something into fruition. They are beauty, abundance. One is butterflies. Believing in divine timing that you will emerge from this cocoon as the gorgeous butterfly and transform into a higher perspective by way of using your very own wings, bringing yourself, lifting yourself to that higher perspective. So what do all these have to do with your love and romantic relationships? Well, is your relationship conducive to you being the kind of parent you want to be? Are you able to really be yourself and dance to your own beat? Have you forgiven the past? Have you come to terms with everything is a beautiful lesson? It's painful and it's sad and it's scary and it was sometimes abusive, but you know what? You learned from it. It's about believing in your own dreams. It's about being willing to transform. It's about taking those feathers and having your smudging ceremony and clearing out the negative. About finding something that you feel is worth it and planting that seed. Then taking care of it, nurturing it, not forgetting about it or being distracted by other seeds, and watching it grow into the most beautiful flower. It's about being that butterfly who is able to carry himself or herself to newer heights, to the higher perspective, so that your vision isn't skewed or obstructed, and you can see what love really is, how you want your love story to go. The last thing I have for you guys is a card from the Postcards from Spirit deck. Dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all of your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention, invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. Your guides, the universe, your God, whoever it is, has your back. Turn to that support. Gemini, we cannot go through another year of repeating the same fucking story. I feel like I could put the same reading up every month. Get real with yourself. Dig deep. Endure this pain. Not just because you don't want to move forward, so you endure the pain of what you're going through right now. No. Endure the pain of digging deep and figuring out why it is that you keep staying here. Why you keep ending up in the same spot over and over. Endure that pain that has a purpose. Because that purpose is your transformation. Your spiritual awakening, you realizing that you can fucking love yourself, that you are amazing, that you are worthy of everything you have ever dreamed and desired. You are amazing fucking people. Stop treating yourselves like this. Find your confidence. Find your passion. Be willing to see your worth. Let them learn how to ride without training wheels. Teach yourself how to ride without training wheels. You may end up with some scabs on your knees, some skinned up hands, but you know what? Those are going to be battle wounds and scars of fucking victory. Long overdue victory. I love you guys. I'll see you again in February. Much love.